Sup shitters, my name is Logan aka Spider Hands and welcome to SB Reviews, where today we're checking out an album. We're checking out an album from a band named Elidi. I think that's how you pronounce it, Elidi. It's a while back, but they're a New Zealand band from Christchurch. Christchurch, New Zealand band, as I understand it. Or at least some of the members are from Christchurch. And basically the album is called Sin. And we're going to listen, if we switch over to here, to Sin. We're going to start with Revolve. We're just going to listen to these tracks in their entirety. We're going to hear what we think, and if it's good, we know it's good. If it's not good, we'll do our best anyways. I'm sure it'll be fantastic. Let's start with Revolve. Oh. What is this? Oh. Oh, this is kind of genty kind of stuff, eh? I'm gonna turn that down a little bit in my headphones. Alright, I dig it. Very eerie and atmospheric, isn't it? Oh, that is heavy as hell, man. What is this? The production's pretty sick on that as well. Like a really kind of grainy tone on that guitar, eh? And that bass is predominant. I like how the vocals actually sound like they're floating. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's a nice little kind of finisher on that little tail end bit. And it's always nice to hear people using vocals like an actual instrument. We've got a guitar solo here. This groove is being held, man. They're sticking on it, eh? But I love that, man. It's audacity. That's good. I dig it. Oh, are we building into a bridge? That the kind of the screaming in the background is kind of scored, and there's a lot of tension. It's quite nice. Has a real kind of toolish kind of vibe to it with those kind of high vocals, eh? Beautiful high notes that vocalist just hit though, man. That was flawless. Well done. We got some vocal harmony down there on the low end. That's sick. Nice work layering for the second verse. We're rolling back to that kind of vocal melody there back in the previous verse. I wonder if this is going to be as long or if it's going to be like half the time. Okay, we are very confident. We're confident in this musical idea. I like it. I mean, to be fair, the track is like 6 minutes, so it's totally fine if they want to have these kind of parts going a bit longer. It's actually refreshing, man, because I listen to a lot of 2.5 minute to 3 minute singles. Oh, that was a smooth transition, and there was no overdoing that. Seamless. Oh, that was a sick fill. Look at that kind of a call and response going there, dope. It's really heavily limited. That sounds heavy as hell. Letting go. I'm assuming this is going to be an interlude, or is this going to be a solo section? Oh, back to the start. Those toms, man, those drums are hard. Those are some solid sounding drums right there. Kind of a very kind of tribal kind of beat going on there. It's nice to hear someone who's confident with their toms. Okay, we've got a breakdown here. I wonder who the vocalist is, because they're pretty damn good, eh? I don't know if they did a single take or a double take with these recordings, but the modulation on the singer's track as well is pretty stunning as well. Like, there's a bit of distortion, but not too much. It's a pretty sort of, I like how it's kind of almost moving towards that major tonality and that return to the sort of main chorus riff, but it doesn't quite get there. What a hell of a way to start this album, Mason. Excellent work so far, Elidi. Excellent work so far. Great effort. Nice work playing around with that delay there, man. It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. I'm really impressed with what they've done so far. We've got a Nihilism coming up. Oh, damn, man! Straight in with that dropped chord. No screwing around. No screwing around here. Kind of a return to that sort of drumming style that we had in interlude of the previous track. Ooh, resolving to the harmonic. Dope, I dig it. There's a lot of space in this composition. They're allowing plenty of room for like the guitar to come in or the vocals to come in. It's really well done. Nice delay repeater on that vocalist as well. You do miss it when that guitar's not there, right? There's a whole lot of space in the overall stereo field. There's no egos on play here, you know? Like, I think everybody's just trying to play their own part. The horror? There's another kind of sort of reasonably sort of... They're trying to make that verse and chorus as cohesive as it possibly can. A nice little shake up after that chorus. Are the guitars going to build up a bit more, or are we kind of slow dancing with the lead tracks at the moment? Again, I'm really digging how like it sounds off with that harmonic. I do dig the bridge, having kind of the half and half of the vocal guitars in and out, and leaving the bass and the drums kind of to pick up the slack for the rest. It's a nice little subtle way of shaking things up without overdoing it. And again, you're more cool and answer with that guitar than the vocalist. And those octave kind of parts on the rhythm. Sick. Yeah, I'm just blown away by the vocal range of the singer. He's so far above everything else. It's like he's flying through the sky, dude. It's craziness. It's a really nice sort of simple, catchy sort of melody line, main message. On that chorus. It's nice and accessible. We've got a kind of similar vibe to the interlude of Revolve. So I'm starting to get a feel for their kind of sort of the way they like to sound, the way they like to play, and it's nice and consistent. It would be really cool if like at some point there was like a double time or something, just to show what they're capable of when they get really, really into it. Maybe this is just their groove, man. You don't want to screw with someone's groove. Oh, messing with some time signatures. Oh, was it a sub drop there? Because that was a nice little addition to that bit to switch up the halfway point. I'm loving the actual tone on the guitar, the actual distortion tone. It is gritty. It does sound like a Mesa. Because there's very few sort of amps that can really sort of do a tone like that, like a Mesa. We're fading out, man. Wow, that was smooth. That didn't feel like 4.5 minutes. That felt like maybe 2 minutes max. And Nihilism was actually a pretty sweet little track to, so again, groove along to. God's Cruelest Creature. Yeah, I'm really starting to get a vibe for what their sort of tone is. I love this kind of slow, kind of grindy, kind of feels like you're submerged under the water. From what I can tell about the lyrics so far, they're kind of philosophical comments on the sort of, I'd really have to, this is where kind of having a lyric sheet would help, because I can hear what he's saying. Sometimes the effects make it difficult for me to really understand what he's talking about. But I know it's a part of the overall production and that it suits the rest of the track. Like, the vocals are actually on the verge of maybe being a little bit too quiet in the mix, but they are okay. It's tricky because when you've got that kind of level of auxiliary process on them, it's they can be tricky if you boost them too high at the same time. You know, it's a very fine balancing act, as anyone who's done sort of mixing and mastering knows. There's an animosity in that sort of guitar riff. That kind of flat fifth kind of bass line between the root, and it's yeah, it's a little bit unnerving. It sounds restless. Oh, nice kind of fourth or fifth harmony there with the this kind of bit here. Yeah, it's tricky because I really want to know what the singer is talking about. Again, I don't think the singer is like a terrible singer or anything like that. At all, like he's a phenomenal singer, his technique is great. The way he gets those high notes just seems effortless. I can get that part, show me your insights. Fill it. Face your insights. I'm here in this part. Substantially in the line. Yeah, there's such a fine line with this mixing and mastering. Like, again, like it's been done really well. It's a very sort of difficult track to mix. Those guitars, like doing them as punchy as you do, like you really need to get them sort of, you don't want to overcompress them because you need to get the attack quite right. But like, yeah, you can tell a lot of love has been put into this album. Oh. A very exotic sounding guitar solo we've got here. Sounds sort of demented, doesn't it? Again, the stereo panning has been done tremendously well. You can hear everything. Everything's got its own sort of space. And I'm assuming that the music itself, what it's trying to communicate in terms of the emotions, are being transmitted pretty well. Sort of Nihilism sounded almost sort of like nihilistic, and this one just sounds like it's describing a horrible mistake. That was a very smooth sort of move into this kind of breakdowny kind of session. Again, you've got those really kind of high-pitched, kind of distressed kind of guitar tones and effects that just really sort of screw with your head, you know what I mean? It's like, what the hell is going on here? I feel alarmed. Should I be feeling alarmed? It's that kind of stuff, you know? It's brutal. Like, this is just kind of like a big, very messy kind of painting filled with black and red, and a lot like the album cover. I wasn't actually looking at it when I said that, but just like the album cover for Sin. But I'm blown away by just how like integrated these guys are. It sounds like one big old sort of puzzle that's been put together properly, and I really dig it. We got Genesis next, number 4 of 6. We're doing pretty well. I'm loving it so far. I'm getting an idea of what Elidi is all about. Oh, that's very ominous. This kind of paddy kind of thing going on low. Oh, damn. I know this band. No way. No way. Oh no, I know this. I know this. I know this band. Oh, crazy, dude. Oh, shit, man. I know this. Of course. I know who's in this band. Oh, wow, I'm so glad. This is sick. I'm really loving how... Well done. Well done. Well done. This song has turned out really well, and I'm really proud of you for the way you've done this. This is fantastic. Holy shit. Yeah, no, this is beautiful. I'm really glad that they stuck at it and got it out of there, you know, like, because... Just a little aside. I think I was actually drumming for these guys at one point. Yeah. No, this guy's a phenomenal drummer. Well done. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, no, this is well done. I'm really glad this turned out like this. Oh, this is so... I'm so happy for these guys, eh? Yeah, no, I could completely understand where their Tool sort of influence came from, the kind of progressive kind of vibes. I can completely sort of place it now. Ah, you mad dogs. Yeah. This is... The reason I'm not sort of commenting as much on the actual music here is just because I'm blown away with how this professional... It sounds so professional, dudes. I know this like note for note. Shit. This is crazy, dude. Ah, Genesis. This is fantastic. What fun. Yeah, this is a nice little airy kind of interlude, but after the intensity of that, man. It was a hell of a build. Yeah. And this is mixed better than, like, yeah, this is crazy. This is an awesome mix. I'm really blown away by this. Wow. It's awesome, dude. Alright, that kind of took me by surprise. Nah, everything's really tight in this. There's so much variety in this. It's excellent. Oh, the drums are sounding a bit kind of thumped then, but like a bit kind of cooked, but that's all good. Well done. That was Genesis, and now we're on to track 5, which is Managing Complexity. Damn, man, that blows me away. You've got that like a really nice kind of bright reverb on that. I mean, the EQ will cause this the kind of the strings, the slides to come out nice and bright, but wow, phenomenal. Oh damn, thunderous, man. This is very, very different to the previous tracks. This is a lot more gentle. I'm liking the fact that they're taking their time more with this one, but like in a way where it allows for a more sort of soft and kind of sensitive overall vibe to it. Yeah, those vocal melodies are just phenomenal. Those harmonies. I just can't, everything has just clicked for me with this music and how it works. Yeah, and that delay is just a nice way of switching up this kind of verse part. And those high notes kind of sound like they're glistening. This kind of alternative kind of groove is pretty dope. And those kind of ghost note snares are a nice sort of addition as well. Beautiful. What is happening there on that background, dude? Is this through composed? It wouldn't surprise me if it was. Scale the sky. I have a feeling this is gonna end up heavy as hell, man. It just continues to build and build like the Ascension. Oh! What is this? This is a tempo change? What are we doing here? Crazy. Yeah, I can vibe to this. This is pretty groovy. Okay, so we're just kind of rolling along for the ride here. That's all right. I can do that. I can do this. This is cool. 4 minutes in and it doesn't feel like 4 minutes again. It feels like 2. There's a lot of content to kind of guide you along the way and keep you entertained and engaged. Oh, you're good. We got to switch up though. Just as I was saying, we're always going to be consistent. We switch it up. It's fine. It's cool. That alternative kind of starting chord there was a nice shift. I sound devious and deviant. Oh, that was a sick fill as well, man. That was a strong entrance. Actually, this kind of overall kind of vocal tone with the reverb reminds me of kind of Lacuna Coil's mid-2000s albums with the way that her vocals were produced. Kind of an industrial kind of sound to it. Yeah, this is beautiful. I'm really happy that I got to listen to this. Because I've been trying to get my vocal mic sorted for this, and like it's taken a little bit longer than I thought it would, but I'm glad that I got to this today. This was probably my highlight of today. I'm really glad I got to check out this album. Like genuinely, it's really cool. Beautiful outro. Right, I mean this is New Zealand metal, man. This is New Zealand rock metal. It's dope, it's progressive, it's hot as hell, man. If you're not listening to New Zealand bands, dude, there's plenty out there. It's awesome. And finally we got the finale. Well, I wonder what this will be about. Ooh, some filtered, modulated drums. Oh, that little cut there was spicy, man. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen next. Gonna have to just, there we go. Just had to get my camera recording so that I could get the end of this video, man. Because the Canon cameras, they only record for half an hour and then they stop. This does sound like we're coming to the end of this album. It's very mature structuring of this release, actually. It does feel like you're going up and down like a roller coaster, but you're being led along by people who actually know what they're doing. Yeah, the vocals are stunning. This guy, I can't get over how beautiful it is. It's actually such a beautiful way of singing. You know, I cannot overstate how important it is for like rock and metal to keep these kind of clean vocals that just spiral above it all, to keep them in there, man. They're fantastic. Sure, have some sizzle, but the clean stuff, man, it's just wonderful, especially when it's done well. Sounds angelic in parts, especially with like again the kind of the subversion of those kind of really filthy guitar parts with the bass just thumping along and the drums kind of keeping everything nice and punchy. The vocals are a nice contrast. Oh man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I got to check this out, man. I'm really stoked. Oh man, feels cathartic. It's nice having that kind of backwards, allowing the instruments to come first. Thank you for being brave enough to allow the rest of the instruments to have their time in the sun. Sometimes vocalists will dominate the mix and it just sounds a bit too sort of a bit too one-dimensional, you know what I mean? Don't want to be a one-trick pony. This is very different to the rest of the tracks. The intensity of the overall, all these colors in it, all these different colors, these bright, busy, kind of sparkles. Oh. Those power chords, man, they're aggressive. They're in your face. You don't want to screw with them, man. You don't want to mess with those guys. We got those fill grooves. Kind of the 16th note namesakes. And nice, allowing a little bit of a dynamic drop. Oh, slowing down. How are we gonna finish this? How are we gonna finish this album? I don't know, but I'm blown away by these guys. I really hope that these guys do really make it, because a lot of the stuff I listen to from overseas, the stuff is just as good as it. You know, I listen to stuff from the States and the UK, I mean, all throughout Europe and even parts of Asia and stuff, and it's just... Oh, you can get lost in it and just kind of feel yourself being pulled in. Oh, that tone is orgasmic, man. Blown away. It's so mature and so professional. If this is their 6th track, imagine what they could do with a whole dozen. And this was released 2 years ago, so if they're still jamming, imagine how good they're gonna be. Whoa. Whoa. See, I got overtaken by that. That came out of nowhere. I needed to give it... Sick. Sick. Well, my day has been made. That was Elidi, and that was the album Sin. I was like spending most of my time with the music, as you probably tell from the fact that I didn't really talk much about the lyrics. Aside from there being some parts where I couldn't really completely clearly understand what the vocalist was sort of talking about, the selling point for me was just the instrumental sections. I think that was... I mean, obviously the like how everything came together, just how it became less of a message and more of just an experience. You know, it was like these guys were like, right, how do we make the best music we can? We're all fantastic musicians. How can we make the best music we can? And they did it. I can't fault what they've done here, aside from, I don't know, there could have been maybe like a less 5% on the vocals and the reverb or something like that. But you can't. It's such a juggling act when you produce music. You know what I mean? Like, it's so easy. Like, if they had put it up there 0.5 dB, maybe it would have been too loud. And then also you can tell they were doing some kind of modulation. They might have had 4 or 5 different vocal takes for like different parts where like it needed to be a bit quieter or a bit more sort of panned, or when they only wanted to have chorus on one channel. And it's like, it is a difficult thing. I applaud them. I applaud them for the effort that they put into this. It's very, very good. I think Elidi, I really hope they can do more in future. I know that this year has been a bit brutal because like of the lack of like gigging opportunities for a lot of people, and you've kind of had to go online. And you know, even in New Zealand, where like we have been open for business for a little while now, in comparison to the rest of the world, where I'm constantly getting sent sort of videos from people who like are doing sort of COVID videos where they record in their own studios. That's just not the reality for people, especially like these COVID videos I'm seeing of bands doing projects. They've been doing music for like 15, 20 years, and they live in places like Nashville or whatever, where like music stuff is everywhere and everyone has their own studio, and it's just crazy. I really do admire Elidi though, and I really hope that they can put something out soon. As you can probably tell, my favorite track is Genesis. I remember that track, and I'm really glad that it turned out well. It sounds fucking fantastic. Well done. Really well done. I'm blown away by it. I just really hope they can continue to build on themselves and explore different themes. And I will have to ask them for a lyric sheet next time, just so I can really get every word that's been spoken, because I'm sure that lyricist is just as intellectually clever as the rest of this project is musically. It's just tops. But that is my review of Sin by Elidi. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please do check out Elidi's social medias, as they're just fantastic, and go listen to their album on Spotify. Go listen to their album on Spotify, all right? If you want to get your album reviewed by me, I'm doing like one a week. So if you've got another band you want me to sort of check out, please let me know. Also, I do offer a paid service for people that kind of want to get theirs done, like that don't want to wait a week. So feel free to check out the description of this for that. And yeah, stay cool. Stay safe, and please also remember to support the musicians that are around you at this point in time. As you know, even though we are open for business with a lot of bars and stuff opening, and we can go and meet with our bandmates and stuff, there's still people having a bit of a hard time, you know? So let's just give each other love, all right? See you later. Spider hands out.